welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name is Carson, and this is yet another podcast. I'm here. I'm still here. We're still podcasting. So let's just get into it. So yes, like I said, I'm still here. And if I look exhausted, it's because I am exhausted. And no, it's not because I've had a baby. That's not why I'm exhausted. I've been in prodromal, y'all know I cannot say words on this podcast. I don't know how to say English words, which is my only language. Labor for over a week. And yeah, I'm exhausted. Mentally and physically. And yeah, we're just waiting. I feel like I was doing okay with being patient, like in my mind. Yes, I did think he would be here on Thanksgiving, which was crazy. And I think a lot of people thought he would be here on Thanksgiving, like my family too, which was wild. But after Thanksgiving passed, I was doing pretty good. I was being patient. I was like, you know what, he'll come whenever he wants to come. And then we had a false alarm last week, which, you know, we got checked. Yes, I was having contractions, but they weren't doing anything. And then we went home, and that same thing happened for a week. Still, it happens. I don't know if y'all even know what that is. I didn't know what it was until it started happening to me. But it's basically like you think you're going into labor, like you're having contractions. They can be regular, and they can get closer in time, and they can be painful. But it just doesn't lead to a baby. Like, they might stop after a few hours, or they might space out more. But yeah, it's just like constant. And I'm so tired. I haven't slept in a week. And when it first happened, I was really embarrassed to have a false alarm. I don't know why. I know that happens to a lot of people, but I was really embarrassed. I kept apologizing, and the nurse was like, no, you know, everyone does this. It's totally fine. It happens all the time. And so after that happened, we were like, okay, that was a false alarm, but like, this is still happening. It's like, we gotta get everything ready. I don't know, we just felt like we had to do all of our lasts as a family of 2 or 4 if you count our dogs. We got to the mode where we're like, okay, let's put the bassinet in the room. Let's go on possibly our last date. Until we're a family of 3 humans. And so, I don't know, we were just super jazzed, even after the false alarm. And then a week went by, and still no child. If you can't tell, it has been frustrating, but today I feel better. It has been, I don't know if I've said this already, I might have, but it has been, yes, physically and mentally exhausting. And I truly think everyone thought he would be here by now. So I'm getting all the calls, all the texts, every single day. Like, as soon as I've kind of sort of forgotten, because you can never really forget that, you know, something this big is coming. Because I've just been waiting. You know, as soon as I, like, am like, okay, I'm gonna have a normal day. Like, I'll have a pep talk with myself and be like, he can come whenever he wants to come. Like, let's just enjoy the time you have right now. Whether, you know, I don't know. Then I'll get a text message that's like, where's the baby? 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 He's still inside of me, and he's not coming out. Yeah, Logan literally has to remind me every single day. He's like, Carson, just because it is exhausting. Just the waiting game and like the physical pain, because let me tell you, these aren't Braxton Hicks. These are worse. If I have to cut this video, if there's like constant cuts, it's because I had to take a break and like go stand up or go get on my freaking yoga ball, because it's constant. But literally, Logan reminds me every day. He's like, Carson, he has to come out soon. Like, he will exit, you know, and he will be here, and it will be soon. It's literally days away. We might not know when yet, but he has to. Like, at this point, just because it's been so long, I'm just like, will he though? He might just want to stay forever. Anyways, so yeah, I've been knitting a lot when I can. I took maternity leave a couple days early, or I opted to, because I could not sit in, like, I can't sit in a chair for very long. I could not focus. I was exhausted because I haven't slept in a week, which is fine. Thankfully I have a good amount of time off compared to like other benefits of companies, thank goodness. So yeah, it's not like a huge deal, but I'm just still waiting on my yoga ball, walking around, doing all the things to try to get him to come. But you know, he is my child. I'm stubborn. He is probably gonna be stubborn as well, and that's okay. That's fine. So yeah, we've been knitting. And if this podcast, this is already rambly. I just want to preface, I'm sorry if this takes a weird turn. I am sorry if I can't get words out. I did not take notes for any of these things, so I'll pop everything up here. All this is right that I, you know, put up here in the description box. I don't know what's gonna come out of my mouth today because I'm tired, y'all. That's been a theme for a while, but I'm tired. But I am excited to talk about knitting. I've not been feeling myself for the past week. Just, I think, lack of sleep and exhaustion, you know, blah, 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 blah. But even Logan was like, maybe you should sit down and do a podcast and like do something that brings you joy. Just like take my mind off of it and to have some fun. So we're gonna have fun, y'all. We're gonna have fun. Let's start this dang podcast. So, first off, finished objects. These are my holiday socks. These are just plain vanilla socks in these super fun, gosh, I struggle with this every time and I do not know what the label is. West Yorkshire, did I do that right? West Yorkshire Spinners? I think I said it right. Gingerbread is the colorway. It's just sock yarn, which I wanted in a knit along, which was super fun. And so thank you, Earth Tones Girls and the Woolly Thistle for supplying that. And this is Knit Pick Stroll, I think in Forest or something like that. It's green. So yeah, I really like them. I made them a little bit shorter than I normally make my socks. And I have so much of this yarn left over, like of the main color. That's a lot. That's looks like a whole ball of yarn. I mean, I guess it is. So yeah, I think I can even knit, which I don't think I am at this point. I was thinking, I was like, dang, if I started these earlier, I could have knit like our whole family some socks. Could have knit Logan some shorty socks and like our little unborn child some shorty socks, but we're not gonna do that. We're not doing that. But next year, I can save this for next year because it is a super fun holiday. It's definitely holiday. Self-striping, you know, design. So I really like these. I just cast on 64 stitches for the cuff on US 0 needles, and then I did maybe an inch or an inch and a half, and then I switched to US 1 needles and just did, I think all of this is maybe like 3.5 inches, I don't know. I didn't measure, I just did it. And then I did contrasting slip stitch, heel, gusset, you know, just your basic top down, cuff down sock. And I love these, and I'm really excited that I'm finally showing them because I wasn't really sure if I was going to film a podcast or just not, but I'm glad that I am. I'm having fun so far. So I was kind of waiting to wear them because, you know, I've been cleaning our house constantly because I'm just we're gonna have a lot of people over when our baby is born. We're having, you know, we live off from family, and so our immediate family is gonna come and, you know, see the baby, see the grandchild. Will be the first grandchild, so it's a big deal. And I'm just constantly worried about the state of our house. It's kind of hard to keep your house clean when you have two crazy dogs. And I've just been cleaning, which I think that's nesting too, but like cleaning, but still, whenever I wear my hand knit socks, they don't get dirty, but they definitely get like, you know, dog hair in them. We have a lab, and I have to wash my socks every time I wear them. I know some people don't do that. Some people will like lay them out and just let them air out, but I can't just because you know, our doggies and stuff. I don't know. So anyways, all I had to say, I wanted to show them to you fresh, brand new, straight off the blocking, not matte, blocking hanger. I don't know. So yeah, I love these. They're my socks, my holiday socks, and I'm really excited to wear them. I might wear them today, just to feel something. Just to be happy again. I'm just kidding. I am happy. Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm happy, but I'm struggling. Okay. So this next knit is really fun, and I knit this guy up frantically after our false alarm last week. So yeah, it was crazy. Thankfully it happened on Friday night. We were supposed to go to a Christmas party. Anyways, I feel like I'm just reliving what happened. I don't know. We were supposed to go to a Christmas party, you know? And it was just so funny because, like, I was on my yoga ball for the first time that had happened. I, like, had to be on it. And I had taken a shower to see if, like, they would stop, you know? And Logan was home, and it was his work's Christmas party, and we were excited to go. And I, you know, took a shower, and I got my hair ready, and they just never stopped. And finally I was like, nope, not going. And Logan was really freaked out, I think, because that was the very first night it happened, time it had happened. He was like, I don't think I'm going either. If you're not going, I'm not going. I think he knew, but yeah. Anyways, Friday night was crazy. Crazy. We were so sleep deprived after that, just because we went late at night and they kept me, and obviously they released me back to go home. But yeah, Saturday we just had all of this crazy energy of like, oh my gosh. I think because we went to the hospital and we, like, it was kind of nice to have a test run just to see like where to go and what it looks like and what the process looked like. So after that, I think we were both like, oh wow, this is coming. Like, maybe it didn't come last night, but like, it's coming soon. He's coming. And we just had all this crazy energy. We went and got a Christmas tree, which was so much fun. And once we got back home, Logan was like, I think I'm gonna make our child a spoon. I don't think I've ever talked about this, but Logan really loves woodworking, and he loves spoon making. I was gonna say carving, but he's really only ever carved spoons. He doesn't do it a ton. In quarantine, I think that was his quarantine activity. He picked up spoon carving, and so he made him a tiny little spoon, and I'll insert a picture of it. I don't know where it is right now, but it's so cute. But that happened Saturday. We just had all this anxious energy, and Logan was like, yeah, I'm gonna make him a spoon. And I was like, that's amazing. I want to make him something too. So and I've had an idea. We've both said before, like, we would love to hand make our gifts, like keep it simple and hand make things for Christmas, for birthdays, you know. So yeah, we were just like, even though he won't remember, he'll be days old, literally, maybe a week old, well, probably a week old or more. But I just love the idea of hand making, pouring love into a handmade gift, you know? That's just fun. Which is hilarious because sometimes it stresses me out, but for our child, I don't know, we've just always thought about it. And so Logan was like, I want to make him a spoon, and I was like, I want to make him something too for Christmas. So this is my second finished object. Oops. I made him this little lovey, and I'm really proud of it. How am I supposed to properly show this? So I actually mixed matched. See, like, this little deer head, and it has little ears, and it has a lovey body. So I actually mixed matched two different patterns. I mixed matched. I think it's literally just called deer knitting pattern. I'll put it up here. It's on Ravelry. It's on Etsy. And it's originally like a plush toy, and it's so cute. The original one is so cute, but I was like, I do not have time, and toys kind of stress me out. Like, I don't love seaming things. I don't love making a ton of tiny things and then putting them together. I want to do this in a weekend. And so I was like, okay, I could definitely do the head. I could do the deer head, and then I could attach it to a lovey because, you know, babies like loveys, I feel like. Yeah. I hope. So that's what I did. So I made the deer head, and it was so easy. And I recommend that pattern, whether you like do something crazy like I did and just do one piece and attach it to a lovey or something, or whether you knit the whole thing. I highly recommend the pattern because it, I think most of it's in the round. Like, I didn't have to seam the head or anything. I did have to, you know, the ears were flat and I had to seam those on. These were in the round and I had to seam them on. But other than that, a lot of the stuff is in the round. And it comes with a million pictures, and it was the easiest pattern to read ever. Ever, ever, ever. It came with a million photos explaining what you're doing, and it also came with a bunch of like teeny tiny clothes patterns that you could make the deer. Because, I mean, once you make it, it's like probably this big. I don't know though. I modified it. It's not an entire deer, but I used thicker yarn. Actually, that yarn's upstairs. All I know at this point is that it's Hobby Lobby yarn, and it was like baby yarn. I wanted something acrylic because I knew that it would be like close to his, oh, there's a cat. Okay. I knew it would be like, you know, close to his face, close to his mouth, and I just wanted something like easy, acrylic, soft. So I got some baby yarn at Hobby Lobby, and I'm pretty sure it says DK, it's DK, but it feels a little kind of like worsted. I don't know. It worked for me. I just used the recommended size needles for this yarn and knit up the pattern. So yeah, I modified that too. So I think the original one's maybe on fingering weight yarn, so it's like smaller, but you could do whatever you want. You could do whatever you want. So yeah, and then this, I think I got this from Ravelry. This was free. I didn't want to really pay for just a, I mean, I couldn't really figure this out on my own, but honestly, I'm lacking the brain power right now, if you cannot tell. I'm lacking a lot of brain power. So I just found a Lovey blanket pattern on Ravelry, and I did modify it. Originally, I think it's called the Moose Lovey or something like that. I'll put it up here, it's free. So, you know, you could, the moose is really cute too. You could knit the moose and do the whole lovey, or if you just need a blanket or a lovey to attach something else to, you could also just do what I did and take that and roll with it. Same yarn, different color. Oh yeah, so I guess, I don't know if you can, so yeah, I use same yarn, different colors, and this is just embroidery floss that I got. But yeah. And I did modify this a little bit, the lovey. I didn't knit it however long they told me to knit it, I just knit it until it felt right. Because all you do is do increases until it gets as big as you want. And then instead of doing, I think it had a moss stitch border, I did a garter stitch because his ears were garter stitch. So I decided to tie it all together and do a garter stitch border. So I love it so much. It's so cute, and I really, really attached the head on because I didn't want it to be, it doesn't look like it's super, super attached, but it is, like, it's on there. He's sturdy. And I think what's fun about this is once our little child outgrows the lovey, and if he's into like stuffed animals more, I could just take the head off and then knit the rest of the deer, you know? So yeah, I don't know, this was fun. I was pretty proud of myself for just even thinking like, oh, I could take one pattern and take another one and like put them together to make an easy, cute lovey, you know? Just because, like I said, I'm lacking brain power right now. That's what I did, and I loved it. I knit this up in a weekend. I started on Saturday, ended on Sunday. Last weekend, I don't even know. I don't know what day it is today. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm really excited for him to be here so we can use this and snuggle up to it, and yeah, I think it'll be so cute. Obviously, we're not gonna like wrap these because you can't open them, but it would be cute to like stuff in his little stocking or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was our, that was the start to a crazy, crazy, crazy week. So yeah, frantically knit that, but it was worth it and it was really fun. Okay, y'all, I filmed that entire thing. I closed out, in which I think I'll insert this in finished objects, but I forgot to show you this finished object. So this is future, I mean technically past Carson. But future Carson, after wrapping up, coming back and inserting this clip in somewhere. So this is my other finished object, which I cannot get away with not showing you. Look how cute! This is, I think it's called the Mini Crop Puff by the Wondering Flock. It's a free pattern. It's on Ravelry. I'll put the real name, if I got it wrong, down below. But it's so cute. It's just this little sweater, and I knit it up using my extra Trekking XXL sock yarn. Y'all know I love those socks. And then I use contrasting for the ribbing with some leftover tenderfoot. But yeah, this guy was hanging out on my tree while I was filming, and I forgot to show you, so I won't talk a ton about it. But it's just so cute. Oh. It's so cute. So I could not show you, and I want to knit up more of these guys. I'm thinking maybe I want to knit, because I knit the mushrooms and those are also on the tree right now, but I want to repurpose them. I want to put the mushrooms in the nursery at some point and make like a garland, and I think I want to knit more of these, but in neutral colors, kind of like how I did. I mean, it's a little bit holiday-ish, but it's more neutral. It's not like, I could have knit one in the gingerbread colorway. I could have knit one in this colorway, but I didn't, because I think I want to repurpose these and either put them like upstairs in my craft room, which I barely go into these days, or in my bedroom make like a garland of sweaters that are just for all seasons. So yeah, anyways, this is my little teeny tiny sweater, and I guess resume. So I think those are all my finished objects. Yes, okay, on to whips. I'm very proud of casting this one on because I've been talking about it for a long time. I'm like, I need to cast these on, and I just didn't. And so finally, I was standing for like 3 hours because sitting sometimes is just not an option right now. But yeah, I was just like standing and walking around, you know, moving, and knitting on this and casting this on. So I'm pretty sure she does not know YouTube or watch me on YouTube or know how to get on YouTube or access YouTube. I don't know though, because she does have an Instagram that she actively follows me on. So Nana, if you're watching, I'm not sure if you are or not, please mosey on somewhere else. I don't think she is though, because I'm pretty sure she does not do YouTube. But so I casted on some socks for Nana for Christmas, because I mentioned before I have knit her socks. I think I've knit her 2 pairs of socks before, and she loves them. I knit her house socks because her feet get cold. And yeah, so I decided to go with these Sunday socks by Petite Knit. And these look so long, and yes, they are long. But yeah, I knit this up in some Hobby Lobby yarn as well. I've showed it before as acquisition. I don't remember, y'all. I don't remember the name. I'm sorry. But it's worsted weight. It's just 100% acrylic. I wanted it to be easy for her to wash. And I like them. I kind of made them into a tube sock. So I just kind of modified. I don't know. I just added some colors, which was super easy. I added these 2 stripes of this like really pretty lavender. Her favorite color is purple, so we had to do some purple. And then I added the toe too to be purple. I didn't want to make them all purple because last year for Christmas I knit her some purple socks. So I wanted these to be a little bit different. And yeah, I think they will hug her feet very nicely. The reason they're so long, and the reason I knit my Nana socks, her feet are cold, but she has a very narrow yet long foot. So she has a really hard time finding socks that fit her foot or finding shoes even that fit her foot. So I can custom make her some socks, and I think that's why she likes them so much too. It's because they're like made for her foot. So yeah, and this was so fast. Y'all, this pattern is so fast. I think I knit this in a day. And like leisurely knitting, you know? Not just sitting and like leisure knitting. So yeah, super fast. And I casted this one on right after, but I didn't start working on it till this morning. I'm a mess. I did not start working on it until this morning, but I already did all this and I'm about to start on the heel flap. So yeah, these are my Nana socks. They're the Sunday socks by Petite Knit. I want to knit myself some. I need to go stash dive and see if I have any like worsted weight, or I think Aran is what it calls for. But Yeah, super easy. If you've never knit a sock before, go for this bad boy because it knits up so fast, and I think they would make the perfect house socks. Like, they're so cozy, they're not too tight, they stretch out, they hug your foot with the ribbing. Yeah, super easy. Super easy. So yeah, easy peasy. And I'm really excited to get these done, for one, so I can cross off a gift knit, but also because I know she'll really, really like them. And I don't think, I've kind of hinted to her that I'm making her socks. She's seen the socks that I've made and put on Instagram, because, you know, I've been into socks recently. And I think I mentioned this one time too, but she commented, she was like, none of those would fit my feet. Just like funnily commenting. So I think she has an idea that I'm knitting her socks. But I don't know. And I don't think we'll see them until after Christmas because we are staying home for Christmas because we're going to have a newborn child for Christmas. And so I don't think I'll see her until like January maybe. So I mean, I have some time, but I want to get these done and I want to wrap them. So yeah. My Nana socks. I'm so glad I finally cast them on. And within like a day or two, I have a whole sock done, which is wild. So yes. Fun. Okay. This one might shock you. It shocked me. So yeah, this was frustrated knitting. Not frustrating to knit on. It was me being, you know, frustrated, evolved, what's been happening. Anyways, it was just me not knowing what to do with myself, I guess. And so I took this bad boy and I was like, I told myself before my baby got here, I wanted to finish the hood on this. And so that's what I freaking did. I just knit. Like I said, whether I was on my yoga ball or walking around the house or sitting down for a hot minute, like I was knitting on this bad boy, just to take my mind off things. And so this is my husband's sweatshirt that I'm knitting him for Christmas, but honestly it might get done. It might get done for Christmas at this rate. So this is the Montrealer, and it is a sweatshirt with the hood. We are modifying it. We're not doing the stripes, we're not doing the, it has a pocket, or he does not want pockets. Thank the good Lord, he does not want pockets. So yeah, oh wow. You can't, oh, I wish I could like really show this. Maybe I'll try to take a picture of it and insert it somewhere so you can see like the whole full thing. But I knit the hood on this bad boy. It still needs a drawstring and it looks so funky. I'm sure it'll get better in blocking. That's what I'm telling myself. Like the inside looks funky, but the outside looks nice. Look at this. And I love this like double folded trim detail. I definitely modified it, like it tells you to mattress stitch the trim. I whip stitched that baby because why would you do that? I hated my life when I was seaming this. It's knit in 2 panels and then you seam it. And it doesn't look bad right now. It does not look bad right now, but the top was really tough. It like poked out really weird, and I think that's the part that I'm gonna have to try to finesse in blocking because I got it to look better. But yeah, seaming was not my favorite. But the hood was really engaging. It was just knit, and like I said, 2 panels back and forth, flat, and then seamed together. I've never knit a hood before, so that was interesting. No, I did something weird. I don't know. I made these holes, which it tells you to do for the, I don't know if you can even see that, for the like drawstring, whatever you choose to use. I'm not sure if I'm going to use like a drawstring that I buy, or if I might just knit an I-cord and do that instead. And I wanted, so yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but it looks kind of funky. Like it's not a total circle. There's like one strand that is lagging. I don't know if I did something wrong. It's the same way with the other one too. I don't know. I mean, you can't really tell once the drawstring's in there, and I can always sew it back up. But yeah, so I think before I hadn't even split for sleeves yet. I was almost to that point. But now I've split for sleeves, I've done a bit of the body, and we have a flippin' hood, which is wild. So yeah, I'll definitely insert a picture because it just looks so cool whenever it's out, splayed out, and you can see the hood and the body. I'm just so proud of myself for getting that done. And it took a whole ball of yarn to do the hood, which is fine, I think. I think I have enough. I should. I feel like I bought a lot of that yarn. And it's made in, oh gosh, this is not totally correct, but Cascade Eco Merino in the color doe skin. Those words might be flipped around. I don't know. But that's what I knit it in. And it is so squishy, and it is a DK, and this is a worst weight pattern, but it's actually going good. I need to check my gauge, but we've been fitting it to him. Like, I put it on him, and it fits perfectly, and the underarms fit perfectly, and I just need to make sure I knit it long enough, for sure. And I need to figure out the sleeve situation. Because on his halibut, I kind of hated how the sleeves decrease so quickly and so fast. It reminded me of a swancho almost. I think I've said this before, but after everything was done, like the yoke was so deep, and that's a width gauge. The yoke was so deep, but the arms are like sticks. Like you started decreasing and you did not stop. It was just strange. Like it's super tight. I don't love that, and I'm not sure. I tried to look ahead, but sometimes I have a hard time visualizing stuff until I actually do it. So I'm not sure if that'll be an issue in the same way that the halibut was. I might just knit it. I don't want to make him balloon sleeves though, but he does want a tight cuff. So I just want it to fit like a nice sweatshirt. So I might decrease a little bit. I don't know. The arms are kind of stressing me out because I just don't want the same situation as the halibut. So I might modify the arms a tiny bit, but we shall see. So yeah, right now I'm just knitting on this in the round. We actually watched a really good Christmas movie on Netflix the other night, and I knit on this guy the entire time. And it's so fun because I don't even have to look at it. I just sit there and knit. I think it was called A Boy Called Christmas or something. It was really good, and the aesthetics were awesome, and they had lots of really pretty knitted things. Like he had a really pretty garter stitch scarf and some really pretty gloves. They might have been cabled, but yeah, the aesthetics in that movie were amazing, and so was the story. So if you're looking for a good Christmas movie, I recommend that one, if that's even the name. If not, I'll put the name up here. But yeah, so this guy's going. Again, this is the Montrealer, my husband's Christmas sweater. We're getting somewhere. I mean, I'm so glad I changed patterns. If you're new here, I was making him a different sweater that he picked out, that was paneled and seamed, and no, not for me. So I ripped out last minute, and I'm so far on that one already, I feel like. So we're going good. Okay, I think this is my last whip. So you might recall, if you're returning, I got a lot of sock yarn. Like, I got the sock yarn from the knit along, and then I got sock yarn that I bought. Then I got more sock yarn that I was anticipating that did not come in yet, and that sock yarn came in. So I placed an order with the Laughing Hens. I think they're overseas. I'm not sure where. I don't know. But it came in, and I was so excited to get it. And I'll show the rest in acquisition shortly after this, but I got this opal yarn, which is so pretty. It's opal cats and dogs, and I do not remember. Where's the label? I don't know what I do with labels. I don't remember the name, but it is cats and dogs, and I found it on the Laughing Hen, and I love it. It's so pretty. And so I got it, and I was like, I was still working on my Christmas socks, but I was like, I have to cast these on. Like, I have to knit up this right now. And I've been wanting to knit the library socks, so I decided to use this yarn for that. So these are my library socks. Look how cute. And I do love these, but after doing them and after seeing what the pattern looks like without this this like stitch definition, because it is really easy. Oh, okay, so I guess I'll start over. The library socks is a free pattern on Ravelry, and it is so easy. The stitch stitch pattern, super easy, super fun to knit, super engaging. It's basically like broken rib, but times 2, if that makes any sense. Like squared. Broken rib squared. Like it's purl 2. No. K2 purl 2. K2 purl 2. K. And then you do that over and over and over. And so yeah. I don't know if that made any sense, but it's, like I said, super easy. Highly recommend it. But it makes this like bubbly sort of situation, which I love. But I think I know I'll have some left over because I'm planning on doing contrasting for the cuff. Obviously, the cuff. This is Cascade Heritage. I think in pumpkin. No. I was gonna say pumpkin spice. It could be. No, cinnamon. Cascade Heritage and cinnamon. For contrasting, I'll do the heel and toe in the same contrasting color. So I'll know I have some left over. But after seeing how it works up, just seeing it on other people's projects, it creates this really cool self-designing pattern that it's kind of missing. I mean, obviously it's doing some things in here, but it's definitely missing the effect. And once you get down here on the instep, there'll be some just totally, obviously the back will be K'd, so you'll be able to see more of that like self-striping effect, but I'm hoping I have enough after to make a pair of shorty socks that I just do a plain vanilla sock, because I think this self-striping pattern really is amazing. So yeah, but I do like these a whole lot. I am to the what is this called again? I'm to the heel. I've separated front and back. And yeah, it's a good time. It's going great. I highly recommend this. And I'm so excited to be using this yarn. I love it. So yeah, and I have no intentions of like finishing this anytime soon. The reason I bought that sock yarn was because I really wanted some low maintenance projects for after baby. Whenever he gets here, I want some low maintenance stuff I can just like pick up and knit on if I need to. I might not even feel like knitting. I might just feel like staring at him. We'll see. But yeah, so those are my library socks, which I'm loving, and I'm just slowly working on them whenever I want to. Right now, my gift knitting is in full effect though. Those are like my top. I really want to finish my Nana socks today. And then Logan's sweater, we'll see if that gets done. But it might. Let's see. Oh wait, no, never mind. So I guess I will go ahead and show you the yarn. So with that same Laughing Hens order, I got some drops Fable. And it is in the color 912. So it's, sorry, if y'all hear, someone mentioned on my last video there was a lot of like weird noises. It's my focus. It makes noises when it focuses, and I know it's kind of annoying. And I think I got focus happy last episode, so you could really hear it, but anyways. So yeah, this is Drops Fable, and I'm really excited. I've always wanted this, and I honestly thought it'd be more chocolatey, which I guess it is chocolatey. There's lots of browns, but there's also lots of grays. So yeah, just a really good neutral, and I think this will just be a pair of plain old vanilla socks at some point. At some point in time. Okay, and this one I'm also excited about. This is West Yorkshire Spinners, or Shire, I don't know. Signature 4-ply in the colorway Robin. And this one has been super popular on Instagram. If y'all have been on Instagram following along with some sock knitting, it has been super popular. And I've seen everyone knit with this. Olivia from This Handmade Life knit some socks in this. She's making a ton of amazing Christmas socks. Like a whole freaking box, I think. I don't know how she does it so fast. But she has made a lot of really pretty Christmas socks. But yeah, so I think this is a really pretty holiday colorway too. But it also is just like, it reminds me of fall as well. And just all my favorite colors, like browns, oranges, reds. So I'm in no rush to knit these up. I think this is just like a good vanilla sock whenever I want to do that too. So yeah. Those are all my acquisitions. Woo! So yeah, I am on a yarn ban. Needless to say. I am not looking at yarn. That's it. There have been some really amazing indie dyers releasing things like Big Little Yarn Co. Melanie, I think is her name. She also has a podcast. She just released a ton of amazing colorways. Pre-order. It closed. And I cannot believe I resisted, but I did. I mean, I think 25 colors. Oh my goodness. Y'all should go follow her. She makes some really great yarn, and one day I will get some, but not today. I have too much yarn. Too much yarn. Also have all the yarn still that I like hoarded for baby things and I never got around to making anything with. Like a lot of yarn and leftovers. Because newborn and just baby stuff doesn't take that much yarn in general. So I feel like I've overestimated yarn. So I have a lot of baby yarn left over. You know, this morning I had crazy energy. I was like just in bed scrolling through Ravelry. And I felt the need to make him, well, I don't know if I felt a need, but I was like, maybe I should turn all this anxious energy into something for him again, like with the little deer Lovey, because it'll take my mind off of it. I'm still thinking about him, but I'm not like constantly waiting or thinking about, you know, what's happening. And I had a really weird urge to work on color work, which is strange because maybe I'm like finally past my halibut color work. I don't know. That one took a lot out of me. A lot out of me. But I was looking at color work and I was thinking, oh, I can make it in like a 3-month size. That way I wouldn't feel a ton of pressure to finish it before he got here because he could... We don't know when he'll be here. I was gonna say he could be here today, tomorrow, but no, we're not even thinking that. We're not gonna think about that. He could be here anytime. So yeah. Yes. I was thinking maybe like a 3-month colorwork sweater. I really wanted to find one with foxes on it, and I found a few, but I didn't love them. I don't know. I just want like a simple yoke colorwork situation. Not all over, just the yoke. Don't want to be crazy. So yeah, if y'all know of any good ones, preferably that use like fingering weight or DK, because I got a lot of that. I need to use stuff in my stash. If y'all have any favorite little kid colorwork sweaters, please comment them down below. And I've also, I think because now I've come to terms with it being like the end of my pregnancy and like my body's gonna change and it obviously won't be back to where it was, but I won't have this huge bump anymore. I've been really into thinking about like what sweater I want to cast on next for myself because I haven't knitted myself a sweater in ages. And like I have my ranunculus, but I don't wear that anymore because I'm just a little too big for it. I think I've worn this maybe every podcast episode because this is my uniform. It's oversized sweatshirt and biker shorts. And that's it. So yeah, I've been looking at sweaters that I want to make, like finally, for myself. Not the past 2 sweaters I've made have been for Logan actually, which is fine. He's very knit worthy. So I have my yarn from my very first sweater that I want to totally rip out. It's like halfway ripped out and I have to separate it because it was knit holding 2 strands of Knit Picks Wonder Fluff. And I was looking at my favorite things knitwear sweater number 6, I think. I'll put a picture up. And it's very basic. It's just a raglan with like I-cord. It's a raglan with an I-cord neck and sleeves. And I'm usually like something more structured. But I was thinking, I was like, that would be the perfect cozy at home because I'm going to be at home. I mean, I already was at home because I work from home. But I'm going to be at home for the foreseeable future. And like, I just need something cozy to like slip on into. So I was thinking, that could be a good idea. And the more I look at it, the more I like it. So I might use that. I also already have the cardigan number whatever. I don't even know what number it is. I have one of her cardigans already in my library that I've never made. And I have the champagne cardigan in my library. I don't know. But I've been into the idea. It's been weird because this whole entire time, that's why I turned to socks so hard, I think. Because I just didn't know what to make. I didn't know what to knit myself. And I like knitting stuff for myself. And I don't think it's selfish. I think it's fun. So, yeah. Who knows? Who knows? But I was gonna say, this is probably gonna be the last podcast for a while, but he could go well past his due date, and I could need a project to work on and film something else in a few days. I don't know. But I do enjoy talking to y'all, so thank you if you've stuck around for this long. I know it's been a weird one, but I think it'll be interesting, even for me, to go back and look at this time in my life. Because this has been interesting. It's been an interesting week, to say the least. Yeah, hopefully hopefully soon, whenever he wants to. No pressure. You hear me? Down there, no pressure. Whenever you want to. Maybe he will come soon. Soon. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for sticking around. I think I do want to share some podcasts that I have been watching recently that are new to me, and I'll link those down below just because I did not prep, I did not prepare, I did not write any notes down, so I'm not gonna say them here, but I will put them down below. Because I found some really neat ones recently. And yeah, I think y'all might enjoy them too. So I'll put some podcasts down there that I think you should check out. And everything I've talked about today will be down below in the description box, like always. So yeah, thanks for sticking around. And I hope you have a great week, great day. And I guess I'll see you next time.